Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the last ordinary sessions of 2018. Parliament discussed and adopted the initial budget of the state for the year 2019 concerning international scene in the Philippines, storms in the Philippines, at least 22 deaths. Welcome to our newsroom under the chairmanship of His Excellency Mohammed Ali Mohammed, and pursuant to the rules 22 paragraph 1 and of the rules of the procedure, the fourth meeting of the second ordinary sessions of the year 2018 of the 8th legislatures of the National Assembly was held this Sunday, December 13, 2018, in the arcades of the hemicycle. This meeting which was attended by the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Khan Mohammed, ministers and all parliamentarians, had as its agenda the examinations of single bills, namely draft finance law number 35 EN 18 on initial state budget for the year 2019 fiscal year. In addition, this plenary session was marked by a special atmosphere indeed. It is the second and last sessions of the year, and as usual it is closed by the adoptions of the initial budget of the state for the year 2019. In addition, President of the National Assembly Mohammed Ali Mohammed wished at the end of the meeting a Happy New Year 2019, first to the people of Djibouti, to the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, and to all the parliamentarians. The parliamentarian asked several questions. Indeed, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Ilyas, questioned the Minister of Budget on the delay in the presentations of the annual balance sheet, which should normally be closed in October, always comes at the end of the month of December for the Member of Parliament. For his part, the Budget Minister Bode Ahmed Roble has effectively answered the questions by emphasizing the renewable work done by his colleagues. He said this is due to the lack of personnel and competence of trust. Another member of parliament from UMP, Honorable Omar Aden Said, called the Minister of Transport on the completions of the road Tajura Balhu and the lack of payment for the workers who are currently working there. He is not paid for 6 months, he said, now by the company in charge of the works. On this, the Minister of Transport and Equipment, Muhammad Abdul Qadir Musa, assured that the road Tajura Balhu will be completed soon because there are some 18 kilometers of bitumen on site, and by the June 2019, everything will be operational. And he also indicated that the small dispute exists between the company and its subcontracting subsidiaries, and this has now been completed, and he invites the member to come to the realizations of the reality on a daily basis by standing at his office. A press release of the internal competitions for the recruitment of pedagogical counselors in middle and secondary education. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohammed Mahamoud, went today to the Teachers Training Center of Basic Education to oversee the smooth running of the internal competition for recruitment of advisors. The middle and secondary educations of MENFOP. Upon his arrival, the minister was warmly welcomed by the Secretary General of the MENFOP, Mr. Mohammed Abdullah Mahyoub, and the General Managers of the Center Education, Ms. Aisha Farah Iltiri, as well as several officials of MENFOP. It should be noted that this year, some 65 candidates have written the writing exams for the internal competitions of pedagogical advisor in middle and high schools, and the proclamations of the result will be effective as of Wednesday, January 2, 2019. Also, the Minister of Education, Mustafa Muhammad Mahmoud, said he was pleased with the smooth runnings of the contest. Subsequently, the Minister and the MENFOP officials visit the classrooms where Gripen's book promotion team conduct training for rural teachers on the use of library books. To this end, the Minister did not fail to talk with the trainers about the smooth running of the training. Colonel Wais Omar Boghore, commanders of the Djiboutian Coast Guard, and the Lieutenant Colonels Ahmed Daher Jama, commanders of the Navy, jointly presided over the closures of the training, which lasted for 3 weeks and which concerned, on the one hand, the techniques of boarding and boarding suspicious vessels, and secondly, the different method of providing effective first aid in battlefields. In fact, about 13 officers, no commissioned officers and non-commissioned members of the Coast Guard and the Navy benefit from this training jointly delivered by the U.S. Coast Guard and Navy. The training demonstrated an open-minded thirst in conscience sprite for 3 weeks and worked tirelessly to effectively complete the training of boarding and boarding techniques for suspicious vessels and different methods to offer first aid effectively in the battlefield. After a day of sensitization on the issue of the environment, more particularly on the issue of waste and cleanliness, the directions of CDC began the second phases of this program, which consists of the organizations on a cleaning day at the within different CDC. First step, the CDC of Neighborhood 6, the management of the CDC accompanied in its actions by the local populations, but no effort to clean not only the enclosures of the CDC, but also to collect garbage in the vicinity. So many volunteers, women association, young neighborhood leaders got their hand dirty and gave this community structure a second wind. The participants thanked the Secretary of State for Youth and Sport for launching the distress call on the 1st November, and this initiate the cleanup program of our beautiful capital, a program that has been relayed by all state institutions and non-states who understood that it was more than time to mobilize this for the cleanliness of our living spaces. Also, CDC management will endorse this program, access all CDC with the involvement of the population in each neighborhood. The volunteers of the city of Nasib mobilized last Friday as part of the fight against insalubrity. The valid arms of the association structures lent a hand to the agent of the office of the road in the collections of the bins. Young leaders have all rolled up the sleeves to get around and trashes at the Nasib city. With this in mind, the Office of Highways of Djibouti, known as OVD, has made available to these young volunteer trucks, loaders, and other equipment such as wheelbarrows, rakes, garbage bags, shovels. The second phase of the mutual community project, which aims to set up a community credit union, started in the Ali Sabah region. For example, a team from the Ministry of Women and Family first visit the locality of Gestir, located at 47 kilometers from Ali Sabah, to propose with the granting of the community fund containing a sum of $300 as a startup fund. This fund set up for the community and strengthened by their monthly social security contribution will enable them to face social risks, to guarantee access to basic services for mother and children, as well as to develop projects useful for their localities and support a small income generating activity with loans. To this end, the management committee of this locality benefit from a training on the sound management of the community fund and the operation, organization, and management of community development mutuals. The member of the management committee also received the supplies needed to help the fund. The team of the Ministry of Women and Family will continue their missions in the locality of Godawo, Gadid, and Obeley. Under the aegis of the Youth and Sports Secretariat, the Djiboutian Football Federation has organized training courses of referee in coaching for young people native of the Kil locality. This group brought together more than 14 young people to compose girls and boys from the Dakhel region. At the closings of the training took part the authorities of the region, such as the prefect, Mr. Mohammed Sheikh Hassan, the president of the regional council, Mr. Abdurrahman Yunus Are, and the delegations of high executive of the Djiboutian Federation of Football in Djibouti, Mr. Yusuf Ahmed, the president of Djibouti Regional Football League, Mr. Mohammed Roua, and from the regional coordinators of the Djibouti Football Federation to Dakhel, Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim Gele. For the international scene, in Democratic Republic of Congo, polling stations opened this Sunday in the Democratic Republic of Congo for a poll after a violent elections campaign. Outgoing President Joseph Kabila was on the first to go there with his family. After 10 years in power, he has resolved not to represent himself, but he hoped the victory of his Dauphin's former Minister of the Interior, Emmanuel Ramazani Shadari, under EU sanctions accused by the ladders of human rights violations facing him. The opposition is divided between Felix Tshisekedi and Martin Fayulu. Several polls already give the losers and predict the victory of Martin Fayulu. In Philippines, at least 22 people were killed in the wake of storms that swept the central Philippines in this weekend. According to a new report announced Sunday by the authorities, a previous report released Saturday reported 4 deaths. Also, the winds of monsoons are not very strong. Heavy rains and causing landslides and floods in the Picos of Visaya area. Most of the dead are and 6 in the eastern regions of Visaya. Most of the different areas are underwater, and we are sending military and robbers boat to help families sought bed of civil protectionists of the Baikal region, adding that in some area water reaches roof of houses. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.